If you see this hat, you know what that means if you watched last week's episode. We did it. We hit 150. Well, we're at 151, which is even better. So if you like my hat, you should give this episode a like right now. And all that. So, hey, we welcome to Side Dish. It's me, Doug. It's me and Amy. Denise is at the rodeo, but Paige is here in her stead, so we're going to get things done. Hi, Ping, and this is a special episode. It's Amy's birthday celebration. Her birthday was on June 22nd, which is Thursday, and we had a nice dinner, and then we kind of just, you had a nice day of lays about and making crafts.
I had a nice week. I pretty much just did only what Amy's want to do.
Yeah. So
it's a nice life.
Not because it started with bowls, but it always starts with bowls, and you love it. So, okay. So why are we making this cake, Amy? And why are we making this?
This is my birthday cake that I have eaten since I can remember. We were just discussing where it maybe started. It's an icebox cake. My mother was not a baker, so that's why.
So these chocolate wafers, which we're gonna make, and then we're gonna make the cake with them, and it's gonna be all fun. So, but these are homemade. And why are we making them homemade, Amy? Because for years you could go and Nabisco made chocolate wafer cookies.
And they discontinued them in May.
Yeah, yes. No more. So you could probably find them on the shelves of stores that probably have them, but we couldn't find them where we went. But
we tried like 5 or 6 stores, and the closest box to us was in North Lake Tahoe.
Yeah. So we made our own.
So we learned how to make our own.
And they're delicious.
Wait, you know what's really funny? I had a premonition about it because about 2 days before my birthday, I thought we haven't gone to get. I don't think Denise has gone to get the ingredients because Denise has made my birthday cake for many years.
We're past 20 as far as I know.
Yeah, she took over that mantle. And I thought she hasn't gone to get them. And then I thought,
we just blew Ping's mind.
When she goes to get them, she better buy extra boxes and we should put them in the freezer because it seems like a thing that's old fashioned and it's not going to be around. And sure enough, I was 1 year too late to buy it.
Do you want to post a link to this recipe?
Can I post a link to this recipe?
Yes. Because I don't want Ping to have a heart attack because they're not going to be able to get...
Ping, we can actually... Yeah. Yes, we will.
We'll post
it in the comments.
Yeah, or we can... yes. We'll post it in the comments.
But they're actually quite easy to make. But yes. Yeah, I know.
So, let's get started on it. Oh, and we're going to make... So we have a table full of cherries.
Oh, yeah.
Can you see that?
You got to show it.
Table full of cherries. Yep, we can see it.
This is what we think 40 pounds worth of cherries, probably. About that. From our friends Sarah and Randy and their cherry trees.
Who have not had cherries for 5 years.
Yeah. Or they've had very little that the birds got them.
They had them the first year they moved in, and then they've had almost none, and then this year they have great. You guys need to stop it.
Thank you.
No.
You're going to go in your kennels. Sorry, the dogs are acting fools.
Acting a fool.
So, we're going to make a Cherry Gin Fizz because I asked Amy what she wanted for a cocktail, and she says, I want gin as the base.
And then I said cherry.
And then something with cherry. And so that's going to be delightful. And this is homemade cherry juice that I made today. So, it's so great. And I have... That's a lot of, but I've got cherries. I'm going to smash them down and put them in the cocktail as well. So a little lime slice. Call it good.
Gonna be
all right. Should we make this?
Let's do it.
All right. So because you have to make these now, you need a few things. So we have the recipe right here, and this doesn't say where it's from, but again, we'll post it. You know where it's from, right? Oh, wait, right here. Smells like home.
That's at the top. Maybe looks at the bottom.
Yeah. Homemade chocolate wafer cookies. So, what do we got right here?
Flour.
1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, and hold on, 3/4 cup of chocolate powder, cocoa.
Now, we had some discussion about this.
So the recipe says dark chocolate powder. We didn't do that. We just went with unsweetened regular cocoa.
But we had Ghirardelli chocolate cocoa powder. You rejected that. We also had...
Well, it's red. It's Dutch red.
No, that's the other one.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever. Tards. I don't know how to pronounce it. That's Dutch red. Get it out!
Paige and I just gave each other the exact same look.
No, you...
Guitard. Yeah.
Tards. See?
Guitard.
I don't know how to pronounce it. See?
And then...
But then Doug was like, well, this is red. And then he rolled his eyes at me because I said, yeah, that's what rouge means.
Anyways, so we're going to add all of these dry ingredients. So this
I
is
don't think it matters.
the 3/4 cup. This is 1 cup plus 2 teaspoons of sugar.
Yeah, that's weird, huh?
This hat, I feel like my head is so heavy.
Pull it down tighter.
No, it's not going to fall off.
No.
I just feel like, I'm just like this. My center of gravity is way off. I've got 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. I don't like this recipe wrote teaspoon out and then has abbreviation for teaspoon for everything else. That's just weird. Now you could do this in a food processor, which is what this says to do with a blade to mix it all
No,
up.
it says to do it in that.
It says in a bowl of a food processor fitted with a metal blade.
Oh. I just totally skimmed that. I was like, nah, I know how to do this. I'm going to use my whisk. French whisk.
Yeah, so we got that. So this is,
Why would you dirty another big thing?
I don't disagree. I mean, listen. It
People
doesn't.
that write recipes sometimes.
Well,
Stop it.
the problem is they have people who do it for them in a lot of cases.
Well, as do you, and as a person that does them. Why would you do that? Oh, they're just...
Now they're just being jerks.
Lay down, Doug.
So I'm adding this to this bowl of this mixer because we've got to incorporate the butter.
The butter. Let
And
me
so-
introduce you to some butter.
Now, again, part of the reason you can do this in a food processor is that it will chop the butter up. But if we get it soft enough, you don't need to do that. And that's pretty good. So I'm just adding these, one at a time, right?
No, I told you, I put them all in there, but I moved them around in different areas.
I gotcha. So this is 14 tablespoons.
The first time I did it, I did
Seriously.
this. The second time I did it, I was like, oh, I'm just going to squeeze it and actually do dollops, just squeezing the butter with my fingers and putting it in there.
Yeah.
Butter does not like to come off of your fingers. So I suggest you do it this way. Yeah, this is fun. I like it.
I want to punch them in the face. Have you ever punched a dog in the face? Because the birthday girl has.
Arnie snapped at me once when he was in his kennel and I punched him. He never did that again.
So, just as a heads up, you will get punched in the face if you try to snap at Amy.
Do not snap at me. I will punch you in the face.
If you're a man, a dog, it doesn't matter.
People who watch this regularly are probably like, Amy has a violent streak.
I don't believe that's true. Everybody loves you. How was your week, everybody? It was a birthday week, so it was just kind of hang out and do stuff. And we went to the Weston Village Steakhouse and had a nice meal. Don't you think?
Yes, I had a pork roulade that was really good. I've heard that it was really good. It is.
All right. So
And we
let's,
had pork belly appetizer and crab mushroom appetizer. Everything was really good.
I'm going to make these cocktails because I like this format of a
Like, speed it up.
Well, I didn't want the. Now now it's not going to come out, but um, let's make a cocktail. So we got 2 ounces of gin here. It's a hefty cocktail. Oh, I'm supposed to put that in a cocktail shaker.
Cool.
Don't worry.
Still can. Ta-da!
I'm not new at this, I promise. And then we need, what do we need? 1 ounce of cherry juice. Now this is cherry juice with just like a tablespoon of like sugar in it when it's coming together. I don't know. Can you see this? How it darkened up because it hydrated the cocoa powder with the butter.
Are you ready to pour the milk in?
I can be.
So you mix the milk with the vanilla.
Two tablespoons of milk.
Hardly anything. And it is quite magical when it all comes together. I was like, what?
And 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. The good stuff. Look how, listen, if anybody's going to Grenada anytime soon, if you need to find this place, I don't care, look for a generic bottle with a white label, and you need to buy 2. 2 for us, and how many ever you want. I'm going to give that.
Yeah, I swirl it like that. And then you just drizzle it in very slowly. Check your drizzling.
Drizzle, 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 I'm making wafer cakes. Drizzle, 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 keeping me awake. Nope. I apologize to the Jewish community for my terrible dreidel parody. How's it looking? How's my drizzle? Is it for shizzle?
No, it's very inconsistent.
Okay, now it's better.
How's the dough looking?
It's coming together.
It is, huh? Yep.
All right. They were out. See?
You did? I did.
Simple syrup, 1 ounce. Sorry to go back to what we're doing. And then it says, then this is where this recipe gets inaccurate. Then 1/2 of a lemon, juice of a 1/2 of a lime, I mean. We're going to just do 1 ounce. I think that's...
Oh, yeah, because limes are all different sizes. No.
Yeah. So I'm going to turn this up a little bit.
As soon as it starts balling up on the side, it's done.
Well, it's not balling up, but it's like on the sides. Okay.
Is it in one thing?
No. I literally just did exactly. She laid out all the mise en place, so I didn't measure anything. I don't know.
I did not incorporate my butter for as long as you did.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
It'll be fine. It's got to go into the refrigerator to cool
Yes.
anyway. So you're going to make a log out of it. That smells delightful. Let's see if these glasses are the right ones. Because you're going to top the we need the fizz. Look at that color. Oh yeah, perfect.
It is a birthday gift. Pinky and delicious. What's fizz?
Soda water.
Get out of the kitchen, you bad dog.
Woody, you're not supposed to be in the kitchen, bud. Can you get out of the kitchen? No? Okay.
Woody. Woody. Although I gotta tell you, if he's in the kitchen, he's not making that terrible.
That's 100%. I thought that same thing, so don't worry.
Good boy. That's a good boy. You came when you were called. Excellent boy. Is excellent. Good boy.
Now, if you could probably mix this up a little bit to get the look. Let's just have a look at it. That's pretty.
Lovely. You should turn on the. Oh shoot, honey! I just.
Yes, 350 on your oven. That was my fault. I feel it really. What so you think you'd like one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding.
Deal with your dough. I don't know. But it does say put it to knead it a few times, and then you separate it in half, roll it into 2 logs.
Okay. Maybe my butter was too soft. I don't know. Well, I mean, I've never made this. Amy made it twice, so. What are you talking about? I did everything you told me to do. You said to speed it up, I speeded it up. You didn't say anything about how long to do the butter. Me too.
I think it will come together. Yes. Now we needed it about 5. And I did it on the cold stone.
Maybe this is not going to work. It's too
Is
floppy.
it gooey?
It's just.
Dump it out and whack the bowl.
It's not going to. I can tell you it won't do that. Oh yeah, look at that. So this is a cake of waiting and wafers of waiting, right?
Well, it only has to chill. The wafers only have to chill for 2 hours. So yeah, I mean, you'd be making it like for a day.
Yeah, you kind of
Make
want
the chocolate dough. You'd wait a few hours. You'd make the cookies. You'd wait a few hours for them to cool. You'd build the cake, and you wait until tomorrow to eat.
Yeah, see, look at that.
That's not nearly as stiff as mine was, but
Once it
like
goes
you
into
said, once it goes into the
oven, or not the oven.
refrigerator, it will be great.
Ping, I just saw your thing, but why don't mixers have a drizzle attachment that you could do that way?
You just pour it all in, and it's just like a little bowl. Yes.
Are you listening, KitchenAid? Tupperware has everything.
Not anymore. Tupperware's going on. Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're splitting it in half and then rolling it into a log, right?
Yep.
It is
Now,
not the most aesthetically pleasing looking right now.
An inch and a half to an inch and a quarter ish. They do expand, or they do spread a little bit. Ooh, that looks terrible. Mine was way easier to do than yours. Yours is too soft. Please hurry so we don't have to continue to look at that.
So good though. All right. Oh man, that's funny.
The dough tastes good.
I mean, of course. Yeah. Chocolatey and delicious, that's for sure.
I mean, it pretty much tastes just like the wafer cookies do.
Yeah.
Because there's no egg in there.
Takes all kinds, everybody.
Honey, that's not how you. Can I show you how to do it right?
What are you talking about? I rolled it.
That's not how you do it. Okay. Now lay it there. That's hilarious. Okay. Put one lip over the
Thing
thing.
for all you.
Okay. Now hold the sides and no, don't scrunch it up. Did you just scrunch it up?
No.
Hold the sides and roll it away from you. Sort of. Oh, these people might get to have a rare Amy appearance. Oh, I how to do this.
For her birthday.
Do it for your birthday.
You can do the next one. How about that?
Okay.
This one, it's very loose.
Hi, everybody. Oh, yeah, this is way softer.
It is not great. Everybody, I enjoy. Yeah.
Roll it.
Oh yeah. See, she's way better at this than I am.
Roll it. It's not sticking to that. That's why. See when I'm over here,
Ah.
how it rolls.
Okay, that was very confusing.
And then you put that into the fridge.
The DV was very confused. She's sewing, and then when she looked up, she heard me speaking, and then she's like, "That's not me." All right. So, how long?
2 hours at least. I did mine day before.
Yeah. So here's what you've got. You've got this.
Yeah. So it's essentially like a refrigerator cookie, right?
Yeah. So what you're going to need is at least 2 of these with parchment on them. Perfect. The oven.
Yay, Amy appeared. I think so.
I think it is the first time you have shown yourself on camera. It's a celebration of her, and she did it. Okay, so let's move some stuff here. Oh, we got to finish. Should we make a cocktail before we cut these?
No.
Okay.
Because you don't want that softening. Oh, wait, stop. So what I did was cut it in half. Line up the 2 halves. Right. Then you can cut 2 at a time.
Oh, okay.
And then think about where your eye is. See how Doug is cutting. So I started like that, honey, but then I actually ended up flipping them around so I could see how far away. No, then I cut on the other side. So I wasn't holding it because they really don't need to be held. But then I could see the depth. But that's just what I did. If that doesn't work for you, you continue to do what you want to do.
So, I mean,
They say 1/8 of an inch. I never achieved that.
no, I mean, this is what I'm doing.
That's good. That's really good. Yeah, that's way better than I did.
Oh, well.
But you do you.
Some on the ones that I made earlier, they were thinner, some were a little thicker,
Yeah.
but most of them.
I also thought about getting out the meat slicer.
Yeah.
Or a mandolin. The dough is stiff enough. I think you could do it on a mandolin.
Maybe. I think the friction might be a little quicker than we would want it to be. Anyway, who knows? So I'm just stacking as many as I can on.
You're doing really well.
And again,
See, I think that
you do want to. There's a little bit of urgency here because when I was cutting those ones earlier, the melting or the softening kicked in. And since the softening kicked in, I was not able to get, like the last pieces were breaking up, so.
And yours are way too close on that sheet. They should be like 1 inch apart.
Oh, I don't know. Mine were right next to each other, but whatever.
I know, but a lot of yours stuck together.
Anyway, it's true. That is true. Cool. Whoops. Well, these are ones that have. What? Here you go.
I did do that.
You get to be one.
Exactly that. Oh my God. You wear this softening. Yes.
It's the sequel to that terrible M. Night Shyamalan movie, The Happening, where the wind and the nature was killing everybody. Like it had a mind of its own. Okay, so
climate change.
probably. I mean, but I will tell you. Here's a few things I've watched. So a movie came out.
Hurry up! Next set.
Hold on. I'm not quite there yet.
Fucking slice.
I watched a movie called Becky the other day, which is basically just a girl who her family gets beat up by Nazis and then killed, and then she kills them. It's pretty great.
So it's called like Becky's.
No. There's Becky and then Wrath of Becky.
Oh.
Yeah, the Wrath of Becky is the sequel in which there's basically the Proud Boys, and she beats them up. But the Stifler is the bad guy. Sean William Scott.
So Doug was telling us, I don't know if we talked about this last week, about you talking about the scary movies.
Oh, yeah. So I decided to start watching scary movies, but horror films, because somebody said that they are. No, that's Beyonce, isn't it? I think so. I don't know. I'm not hip with it. But we were talking about the different, I was like, there's been sort of a resurgence in horror movies that have been really well made and are scary. And so I was describing this one called Barbarian to Amy, and it is scary. It is a scary movie. I was even scared.
It sounds scary.
Yeah, so I recommend that. I just watched the other day, watched Evil Dead Rise, which is really great. I watched Hereditary. What else? I've watched all kinds recently.
But the point is, Doug was describing the scary movies to me while we were having dinner out. And then we came home, and a pigeon flew out from our front porch, and the two of us totally freaked out.
Because we were talking about it from dinner. We had gone to Bawarchi for dinner, I think, and we're on our way home, and yep, that's what we got. I don't know why I've gone a little bit sideways on my thing here, but whatever. The point being is, I've never been a huge horror fan. I thought Jason Voorhees was going to get me up until I was probably in my 30s. And anytime the lights go out, I'm pretty sure that there's somebody in the room waiting for me.
Watched any of those movies.
Oh. I watched them in the 80s when you're really, when a child should really not watch them. But
seriously, the latest one they have, just the music alone.
yeah, it gets you.
Remember when we watched Jaws when we lived in Highgate?
Amy had never seen Jaws, and so I was like, let's watch it so you can understand. And Amy gets jump scared a lot, right? So when a jump scare happens,
seriously, our neighbors probably thought Doug was murdering.
Yeah, that's almost.
That's the great thing about watching horror movies in your own home, is that you can just scream all you want.
Well, I knew that Amy didn't. Wafer down.
Don't let a DOG get that.
Yeah, there's so much chocolate in it. But we went to we were living in when I was still going back home to Alaska for the summers, and Amy would come. We went and saw another M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dongs movie, Signs. And there's a scene at the beginning where they're walking up and there's a dog. And the dog, of course, you know the dog's going to run at you and bark, bark, bark. But
that wasn't it.
No, that was another one. But that also happened. But it was, we were literally.
Oh, I threw my popcorn all over.
5 minutes not even 5 minutes into the movie. And all of a sudden, the dog comes and barks and she goes, ah! And popcorn goes, So we were wearing popcorn, so we just ate it out of our shirt and wherever we could.
I also punched a sorority sister in the eye during that movie we went to go see. I don't know. Anyways, I went like, wah!
Oh.
And I like spread my arms out to the side and I whacked her in the eye.
I always
Oh,
went,
it was
Blair Witch.
Scream.
Oh, Scream.
Scream.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah.
Well, I didn't watch Blair Witch when it first came out. That movie is.
Yeah, that's no good. One time when they re-released The Exorcist into the theaters, this is one of my favorite stories. I was after the movie, and so I was like, oh, I need to hit the restroom on the way out. And this guy came in, we're sitting in a urinal, and we're doing our business, and he lets out a gigantic fart. And he just, without mentioning anything, he just looks over, and he goes, sorry, the power of Christ compelled me. I could not stop laughing. It was so friggin' funny.
Honey, those are going to stick together like nobody's business. They're supposed to be 1 inch apart.
Well, they're going to be fine. The other one's broken apart just fine. Trust me.
What's that thing they say about men and
All right, so now you're going to go for 12 minutes.
you got another dish over there, babe.
Did you put them both in at the same time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why you're supposed to put the grates at the top third and the bottom third.
Like that?
I did.
Oh, okay. Okay, now, see, so this is a little bit of the sticky bit that is...
Think of it. Did you taste it?
I did. I'm going to taste it again, though.
Tony said she did the jump scare during Tremors. Ice and soda everywhere. Yeah,
That's
I
amazing.
feel you.
All right. How's your cocktail? You didn't say.
I'm sorry. It's delicious.
Cool. Let's Paige and I get one, and then we'll move on to the next part.
Yeah. I get Doug doesn't think it's a real thing, but
Well, my brother claims that it's hyper something.
hyper startle syndrome.
Right, that's what he called hyper startle syndrome. That is definitely made
It
up.
sounds legit to me. But anyways, both of us startle very easily. Like Doug can walk into a room, I can watch him, and then he'll speak, and it will startle me.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
The other day I did it. I walked in, sat there. She looked right at me, and I said, "Honey," and she goes, "Ah!"
People scare me at work all the time, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry." I'm like, "It's fine. It's okay. I startle very easily."
Startle syndrome.
Yeah. So Bill Burr has a comedy special where he's talking about being on a plane and really bad turbulence and just dropping, and the guy he's sitting next to is like going, "Look!" And it's so funny. And he's like, "Look, buddy, we all want to make those sounds. I don't want to die. Listen to that." It's so funny.
Yes. Mr. DP can come in, say hello. I'll say hello back and turn around and jump 5 feet upon seeing him standing there. I know how you feel.
That is so funny.
This happens to me too.
Uh-oh. I'm going to have to give a little bit over here.
Too happy?
Well, no, I just made it as it was, but I don't know what happened.
Freddy Krueger for me was the same. He was my first scary movie that
I've never seen those.
None of them?
No, none of them. I have seen all the Poltergeists. I watched them with my mom. But we made fun of them the whole way through,
Right,
so
right,
it
right.
made it okay and not so scary.
Well,
He's like, you need drugs or therapy or something. Yep.
also very full.
Well,
but
I take anxiety medication and I still startle, so. Hi. Jack's gonna go take care of it. What are you doing? Just making a big mess?
Yep.
Here, I have paper towels. I can.
Nope. I
Yes,
just
to,
I got it here.
For some reason, you handed me an entire wad of paper towels.
Well, you didn't say how much you needed. I have no idea. Oh, this hat is making me sweaty.
I told you they're hot.
Yeah. I do that. This I endure for you. Wait. So you know what's funny is this. What is this? No, this is the blackberry lemonade. But we had one of those squirtums that was cherry lime.
Yeah.
And it was so this. But
Cherry
you know,
lime's delicious.
but you
Cherry
know,
limeade from Sonic.
so good. But the thing too, I'm gonna just have a little taste of this. I like this because cherry and chocolate go well together too. So this all.
You know what's so funny? I'm not a huge chocolate fan, and yet my birthday cake for my whole life has been this chocolate cake.
Yeah.
But I mean, give me a selection of desserts. I will not choose the chocolate,
No. You'll choose a peanut butter parfait or
which has chocolate.
Reese's peanut butter cup. Right.
But no, like a collection of desserts. I'll choose like a cheesecake or a fruit thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Like people love brownies. No. Or that brownie brittle they give on the airline. No.
No. Just give me a Biscoff cookie and be done with it on the plane.
Yeah.
That's the real luxury.
Back to Sonic, just so you know. I was just last guys Wednesday. Sonic has their summer slushie flavors.
Oh my
And they
god.
have
Hey guys.
Polynesian punch and tropical flavor.
Ooh.
They're really
Delightful.
delightful. Probably way better with some.
I like how your cherry crushing had just kind of evolved to you smushing them with your thumbs. You thought I didn't notice, but I did.
Listen, if I don't say anything, it's fine. Nobody knows what's up. And now,
Little splash of sparkling water.
yeah, call it good. Mhm. God damn, that's good. That's really, oh man.
It's delicious. And I'm almost ready for my next one. So
Oh.
you hurry up and
All right.
make the cake.
So, yes, I can. Hold on. Let's get some cleanup on aisle 10. So those
I
are
think you
good.
can just remove that.
Why? Yeah, it's my board. Anyways,
Okay.
so when those come out of the oven after 12 minutes, this is what they're going to look like. Well, not this. They're going to be warm, and you want to make sure that they sit up.
Can you move the gin bottle?
But eventually, once they cool completely, you're going to get the wafer, and we'll just do this one, but that's what you're looking for. You want that. Here you go.
So that tastes like that brownie brittle.
It does, but I don't know how much of this Cool Whip we need.
You only. I mean, I knew that much. I don't know.
Okay, okay, you're going to have to help me on assembly here. Cool Whip.
Really like this big person.
Mostly whipped. Yeah.
Could you make? Do you think you could make
We
this?
don't use ice cream in it. It's just 2 ingredients.
Yeah. Could you use just regular whipped cream?
Yes. But it's from the 70s, so
You don't.
use Cool Whip.
All right. So I'm sorry. You're the one who made it. If you didn't want to be on this, you should not have been.
Well, I didn't have them all scrunched like this.
I don't know.
They go like this. Are you watching?
I am. Spread and then put together. You're making logs of them, and then you're gonna.
I put like 5. Well, here, I'll just start.
Oh, another one.
See, Spread them out, folks.
You do what you want.
And then you set it up like this.
And then you just
Carry on.
carry down the line?
Yep.
Okay. Now, use an offset spatula for this. Because it's gonna be easy to spread.
Oh, isn't that funny? I used it the opposite way.
What?
Yeah, I used it like that.
Hmm.
But Doug used it.
Like that.
It's just funny
How people do things.
how wrong Doug does things.
Everybody's got an opinion, folks.
They're like assholes.
Yep. And they all stink. So, it's laborious to put this together a little bit, but it's worth it because when it's done, I didn't understand.
Oh, that's a good idea.
What?
I want to just scoop up Cool Whip with the cookies. Yeah,
Yeah.
why not?
I mean,
That seems like he's not putting enough whip.
oh, don't worry. This is just assembly of the logs here because we're making 3 of these logs.
Well, yeah, really, you can make 3 if that's a whole batch of cookies.
Okay.
He's using blips, not boards. Yeah, because I basically made 2 logs and then a 3rd log that I sat home with Sierra and Jessica.
Oh.
This is only 1 log of cookie dough, right?
Yes.
The other one. Ooh, I freaked out for a second. It was in it. My mom used to make it in a casserole dish and just fill it up with 3 logs. I decided to make it fatter. And I just had my cookies all spread out and I dolloped a bunch of them and then I stacked them together 5 at a time and put it on the
Yeah, that's one way to do it. Or you could just be a psychopath like me and sort of just throw it together in a random pattern of log. How's that?
I was just checking and you're doing better. Stop licking your finger.
I gotta tell you, that constant dog noise from
I can't even hear it anymore.
5 dogs is just not. It's like, I feel like what's her name on Clue, where she's like, it feels like lightning. This is going into my brain. Also, Clue. If you've never seen Clue,
Stop it.
seriously.
What actress was that did that?
Madeline Kahn.
Yes. So great.
The best.
The flames.
Yes, exactly. The flames.
I was like doing a little runway dance there. Oh, I didn't rotate them. I didn't
either.
Okay, we get it. We get it.
Why are you touching them?
I don't know, because I just wanted to know. Jeez Louise. It's like overwhelming chocolatiness. So they're going to sit on these, 2 minutes or something like that before you move them to the...
5 minutes.
Yeah. So we'll continue to, So this is one...
I want you to just scoop with the cookie. And I want to see if that speeds the process up.
I don't know. I don't like the way to distribute it.
Well, now when you put it on, smush it. There you go. Oh.
I don't know.
That method is not for the ducks.
Homie don't play that, as it would be. Anyways, Um, so yeah, I've been watching scary movies. What else have we been watching? Oh, I watched Fast 10 the other day. Holy moly! Or what is it? I don't know what the
No spoilers.
well, I don't know if who said this, but Liam at my work said, "What did you have to fast 10 your seatbelt?" Which I thought was super clever, and he's like, "I can't be the first one to come up with that." And I was like, "Well, I hope you were."
What have I been doing? I've finished.
Yeah, Fast 10. I don't know. Oh, what, Into the Badlands?
Oh yeah. I hope it's finished. Watched all 3 seasons. I liked it, but it's kind of like Lord of the Rings. You can't watch them all in a row because so much battle scene.
Do you cap it off with a cookie?
I did, yeah.
With just a plain cookie?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then you're gonna block a bunch on there.
Oh, I.
And now I started watching Star Trek Discovery, but I think maybe I did watch all of that.
You did.
Oh, I did.
Yeah. There's a new season. I think there's something you haven't watched, but season-wise, but.
Okay, I started watching that again because I thought I hadn't watched it to the end. But now I need to watch Picard and Strange New Worlds.
Yeah, Strange New Worlds I love.
Did you like Picard?
I did. I loved it.
Oh, okay.
This last season was some of the best.
Oh, is it still going?
No, so it was 3 seasons.
And it's over.
And it's over. Well, they were talking about maybe doing a little, like maybe a movie, or like a kind of on Paramount Plus type of a thing.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because it was so good. If you didn't watch Picard, if you're a Star Trek The Next Generation fan, then you should definitely watch it. So, I don't know.
Did you guys watch that series The Bear when it came out on Hulu?
I have not. I heard the thing is, chef shows stress me out.
They talk about it, that's on Reddit a lot.
Yeah.
Good. Did you watch it?
I enjoyed the first really easy to watch. It was like, it wasn't like a stressful chef situation. It was taking over the family business. He is a chef. So it's kind of like mixed with major chef stuff and then, I mean, kind of thing. But the second season's I started it just because I thought it was
I think it's hard to, when you get, what is happening? That cookie is really,
that guy that was
Jeremy something.
the guy from Shameless.
It's my show. I can do what I want to.
Look away.
Well, it's our show, but now I used to be.
You heard it here first, folks.
I used to.
Doug's show.
I used to be the only
my
face, but apparently
show.
Amy's now over her face being.
That was a fluke.
Well, yeah.
Laid back. It's not like.
Does anybody out there besides me? I know you guys don't watch this, but I think you should leave on Netflix. It is crazy, but it is amazing, and I love it so much.
Why?
Because it's a sketch comedy, but it's like it's crazy, and it's like I think it's hilarious, and it's just a little offbeat, and the concepts are just like this. The actual situations themselves are funnier than sometimes the actual bits and stuff themselves.
You know what I really want to watch?
What?
Is Afterlife.
Oh,
I watched the first season and I loved it. Loved it. But since the first season, I've lost my mom. And I just feel like,
yeah.
It's really good though.
It is a really good show. Did you watch all of it?
You will like it. You can watch it. What is this show called?
I think you should leave.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Again, it's a sketch comedy show. I think you should leave with Tim Robinson, and it's they're crazy kind of. It's just sketch comedy, but like it's a little bit not normal.
Not normal. What does that mean?
Well, he was
not like SNL.
He was on SNL, and these are like a lot of these are like they were too weird for that.
Oh.
So he is the writer.
Honey, your hat is going sideways. That's so funny. Maybe go this way. No, wrong way. You can't touch it because you're all gooey.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you watch the Auto movie?
We saw it in the theater and cried like babies.
Did you read the book? Okay, so I did not want to see the movie because I read the book and I was like, "There's no way." Like I had so many feels about the book. No way. And then Doug was like, "But it's Tom Hanks."
Yes.
And I was like, "I'll get him. And I was like, "Yeah, but still." But we went and saw it.
So good, right?
It is so good. And then the other day, I watched it again, Air Honey, with Denise and Andrea.
Yeah.
And Andrea does not. She doesn't get emotional about movies and stuff like that.
No.
Even she was crying and
Yes.
laughing and like.
Yeah, it's a beautiful movie and like it's a great message
it's
about.
It's a great book.
And it's like nothing.
That is melting. Come here. Let me.
Hold on a sec. I'm almost done. I'm literally. Perfect.
Did you like that little extra poke I gave you in the?
I did. You poked me in the coconut.
Hey, what happened? Tell the story about that.
What are you talking about?
When you walked into like Rainbow Market or something, playing that song.
So I was on my way to work, and I was like one of those days where you don't want to go to work, and you're like, ugh! And so we have these like.
Except for you were working from home that day.
No, I wasn't. I was on.
Yeah, you were because you came right home and told us about it.
No, I did not. I told you. I texted you.
There you go.
Okay, so now I got to cover this whole thing, huh?
With yes.
And then we spread it. So it was at Maverick on my way by the university, on my way home or on my way to work, and I was like, one of those days where I was like, man, you don't want to work today, but you went anyways. And all of a sudden that song, Seagulls, Stop It Now, the bad lip reading song where it's like, rocking and rolling.
Do you know have you ever seen the video?
It's amazing.
It's
amazing. It's so funny. It's just ridiculous. But it's, we're going to do way more than this. So good thing there's a whole giant one. And I was like, all of a sudden I'm like sitting in line and I'm like, got my little, they make English muffin sandwiches there.
Now you definitely have to watch that. I'm a grown up.
No, totally intentional. And I'm like, is that the Seagulls Stop It Now song? And then I was like, if a business was playing that in the middle of the day or in the morning on my way to work, I was like, why am I taking the world so seriously?
Right.
And then I was like, there's no reason that I need to like be this like. I was like, so my day. So then I got in the car and I listened to the whole thing on Spotify, and I was like, this is even better. And so I sent a text to Denise and Amy, and I was like, you guys are never gonna believe this, and it was amazing.
Honey, you worked from home on Friday, and so did Denise. And what happened? One of your coworkers did something awesome.
Oh, well, the new coworker working from home on Fridays, aka Amy, she went out and she did like a whole bunch of chores, and then brought donuts. And then apparently I was in a meeting, so her and Denise talked shit about me at the water cooler while I was in my meeting.
I went and told him. He's like, I'm in a meeting. I'm like, I know, but there's donuts by the water cooler. And then Denise and I came out here and we ate donuts and we talked shit about it.
So, yeah, she said, that's what you do, right? Around the water cooler? And I was like, that was what was in the box, yeah.
Yes, I did a lot of adulting that day.
Yeah, more than you probably wanted
The
to.
day after my birthday, and I had to get my oil changed, my car, and register it.
Yeah. Okay, so
It's great.
there's a little bit of.
Make some pretty bloopy blues on the top. Yeah, some smeary smears like that. Put some Ranny wrap on there.
Yep. Okay.
Like,
Now, again, this is an exercise in patience, everyone, because you have to wait at least a day. Don't you think?
you only have to wait a day.
That's a lot of.
But it continues to get better. And
it
better.
does.
It will go a few days.
I think that the structural integrity of Cool Whip is you could probably use it as plaster for the space station and it would be fine. So, so this is what you've got, and you're going to take this and you're going to take it over to your one of 4 fridges or 3 fridges if you are like us, and you're going to exchange it.
You're silly.
you
I
can't-
can't even
you
get
can't-
you all the way
I
around.
know.
There.
Don't worry.
Well, I can. We'll just go through the ring light.
Yeah. And you're going to have something that looks very similar to what we just put in there, except for a tiny bit smaller. So, do you think we should put a little bit more on the top of it? Oh, I'm going to have my cocktail. Oh, man. So, just take a beautiful look at that. And what's the best way to cut it?
Okay, now turn the plate so we can see what's happening. I mean the platter.
That's what's happening. And then you're going to...
So I think I prefer it in like this than rather than in the casserole, because in the casserole you have to like scoop it out.
Yeah.
This is easier to serve. Here, I'll hand you.
Well, somebody buzzing me, or is that the dogs outside?
Oh yeah, see? You leave it for 24 hours and they get like cakey, not so crispy.
That's what you're looking for. It's the cakiness, right?
Ping says mom cuts it on angle for presentation. Yeah.
Well,
because then you would see all the layers.
Good to know for next time. Are you excited because there's another one of these in the refrigerator? So we can eat all of this if we want to. So the thing that I'd never even had this before.
What?
I'd never had this before
Before 20 years ago?
Yeah. cakey. It's chocolatey. The whipped cream or the Cool Whip is a great balance to it. I mean, I don't think it's even very overly sweet.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
It's more chocolatey than sweet, I would say.
It's more sweet with the homemade guys.
I do agree. But you could, I mean, you could cut back on the sugar a little bit. That's up to you. All right, well,
much more homemade.
Yeah.
I literally just drooled on myself. I had a temporary crown put on yesterday, and I'm getting the full one next week, so I can't eat things that are too chewy on the left-hand side. Well, I mean,
I've never heard of sprinkling something on top.
what powder?
A good powder.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, I've never had that way because Denise just kind of shows up with a vat of it and we eat it. So, what did we learn today? Homemade, in a pinch. You can do whatever you want if you've got a little bit of time. That's the other thing, patience. But the cookies are not hard to make.
No.
You can make them, again, you just need to have some pre-planning, right? Get it done early, and then once the cookies are done, and you just have to like put it together. So make the cookies, cool them, go get your Cool Whip, and then, exercise patience for 24 hours, and then eat it. As Weird Al said, eat it. Just eat it. So.
It is delicious.
Well, next week, it'll just be Denise and I because Amy is abandoning us to Florida. I don't know why, but. And for 2 weeks, right?
11 days.
Yeah, but you'll be 2 weekends. So, I don't know what we're going to do. We'll figure it out. If you haven't told people about the show, you should. It's pretty fun, I think. If you have told people about it and they haven't subscribed, you can get rid of them as friends because they're not true friends. And just remember that we love you because we do. This is so much fun every week. Happy birthday to my love. Here's to many more.
Thank you.
And with that, just remember that be kind, be loyal, do something nice for somebody next week. We love you so much, and we'll see you then.